Hey, Choice here. Thank you so very much for joining me again for another session of Choice Spirit. Hey, I'm going to speak a little bit about returning back to Africa because so many of us want to go back home, for real. So this time I just want to speak about the mind and setting an intention for what you'd like. Because sometimes we believe we want something and we look forward to having the experience, to moving back. You know, we get a little nervous in some of these decisions to do these things, and we also feel a little anxious, a little excited. But I'm here to say, people, if you've not gone anywhere to live outside of the diaspora, wherever you are in the diaspora, it's very important that you go at least 2 or 3 times, unless you really are strong-minded and you kind of like made up your mind and you just go. It's okay. If you can begin the mental work before you go, you will give yourself a little leverage when you get there. Let me explain that. In one of my other videos, I talked about how we create our environment and how we adjust to environments and how we call forth environments. Okay? So, some of us are going through things where we are just going through it wherever we are, and we are looking for an out. So we'll go somewhere running away from or to somewhere else as to get away with whatever we're dealing with, whatever environment we have created for our being. So we'll look for somewhere to go to get away from that situations within an environment that we have created. We have participated in the creation of wherever we are and whatever we are doing. Some of us are aware and we're quite content with ourselves. We know who we are. We know what we desire. We're feeling good about where we are in life. So we're not looking to run anywhere. We're just looking to go somewhere where we can settle down, explore, and perhaps, live there for good, and perhaps travel back to our other places along the diaspora for vacation and holiday, but basically make the continent, make Africa our home, wherever it may be, in whichever country it may be. So we're not looking to run from anything. We just made a decision to experience something different, to live somewhere else. Then you have those of us, we basically don't, we're just going with the flow. We're just, it's just the thing to do. It's the trend. So we're going because it's the trendy thing. It's the trendy thing to do. So we'll run ourselves somewhere. Well, hey, when you are content with when you know who you are, and you're going there from a place of knowing who you are, you're balanced and stable in your thinking, you will create a world that is full. It will, of course, it'll have its ebbs and flows, but it'll be full and your state of mind about the whole experience of moving back to Africa will be, this is a choice for me. I wanted to explore, and here I am. I'm doing it, and I'm going to love it and enjoy it and bring whatever I can bring to the continent. You know, that way. Those that are trying to run, they're going to run bringing everything they got going on wherever they are. Where it be bliss or drama or pain and suffering, whatever it is, they're going to take all of that baggage with them wherever they go. Actually, it'll show up there waiting for them. It'll be there sitting there like we'll be there waiting for them as though they're late for their own party. Because there's no running from you. Whatever you created, you have to deal with. It's with you. It's in you. It's within your mind, remember? It's in the mental, so it's in the invisible, in the spiritual realm, hanging around with your soul someplace. And so wherever you go, it's there. It will be a reflection of everything that you have going on internally will be reflected on the external. So if you're trying to run somewhere and you have not taken the time to pull yourself together, lift yourself up, and accept yourself, and you choose to go somewhere else to do that work, that's fine, because it will be there for you. It will be right there. Your name written all over it. I'm just saying. With that said, now those of us that just want to go with the flow, it's trendy to go, so we're just going to show up there and work to live our absolute best life, call forth our best life, because we're just going with the flow with all that we are. If you do not set intentions for yourself, you see people that come into different countries from other places, from third world countries. They come there determined, many, not all, some come there determined to build their empire, to build their wealth, to build and be able to sustain enough so they can send back for their families. They come with a mindset to create a better life. Whether or not they succeed or not is another story. That's a whole nother video. But they come with the idea that they're going into greener pastures to make a better life for themselves. And some of us, we do the same thing. Here we are running and going and have in mind to go to the continent, to just because it's the trendy thing to do. We've not really set any intention and inner conviction and determination, inner fully committed to a decision as to what our purpose is for going. We have not said, I am going there and I will participate in the building. I will participate and doing my best to live my best life. I am going with the intention of bringing my skill set, or bringing an investment group that can go in and invest, or going there with my vibe and my energy to help uplift, to be a part of the upliftment and the frequency, the rise of the frequency and everything else, or to teach or to learn, whatever it is. But we're going because it's trendy to go. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because when you're not clear and you go into an environment unclear, the environment will consume you. Hear me good. The environment will consume you. You will become one with the environment. So if you go into a place that's maybe going through some things and you are not clear with who you are and what your intention is, you will go with the flow of whatever environment you end up in. And therefore you would be contributing to whatever it is. Now, who's to say? Who's to say what that is, depending on the country? But remember this, make a decision of who you be. Set the intention of what your intention is. See it, feel it in your heart, and then you go with the flow. Don't just show up, because you will find yourself in a place trying to figure out how you got to that place, and that won't serve anyone. That won't serve anywhere. So anyway, choice here. I will make another video to this, maybe part 2. Check out my other videos. Share this and hit the bell, because what I notice now is people are not getting, the videos. But anyway, much love, peace, namaste. Thank you so very much for joining me again. Please check out my other videos and hit the bell so that when I release another one, you will be notified if it is your desire. Thank you so much.